Afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center, and got a nice travel trailer value we're going to review today. And believe it or not, I'm going to do a travel trailer that's not a bunkhouse. This is a trade-in, believe it or not, that we took in Saturday. And this is a local Tennessee trade-in. Folks bought this brand new. It's a 2020 Jayco J-Feather 27RL. Bought it just right before the pandemic. MSRP back then was 35 grand. They negotiated it down. It was their first RV purchase. Of course, they got suckered into buying all the extra services, and anyway, winded up financing $42,000 on it, paid it off in a couple of years. They've used it a grand total of 6 times since it was new. And the thing is absolutely, doesn't look like it's being used. I mean, if I had all the stickers on it, like the display stickers from when it was new and the advertisement stickers they put on it, you would never guess that it was new. But they decided they liked camping, they didn't like towing, so they traded it for a small Class A. And they lost a bunch of money on it because they bought it new. You know, I don't know why first-time RV owners think they have to buy new. That's the absolute worst thing you can do, since most people never keep their first RV much more than a couple of years. A year, 2 years, 3 years at the most. But because until you own one, you never know what you want or what you need or what you really, what your style of RVing is, because there's several different styles of RVing. And you know, until you own one and use it, you don't know what your personal style is. So but luckily they paid it off, so we were able to trade for it. But when they looked at what the motorhome they bought originally cost new and how much money the original owner lost on it, they didn't feel nowhere near as bad, because that original owner lost about 3 times as much. So here it is, guys. 2020 Jayco J-Feather 27RL. Notice it's got the smooth fiberglass exterior instead of the metal siding like on this gray wolf right beside it. So it's got the smooth fiberglass. I mean, guys, this thing is just immaculate condition. All smooth. It's got 30 amp electrical service. Now I'm shooting this without AC. I'm just running off my little generator. Unfortunately, I'm not close enough to plug it up, so if my camera overheats, I apologize. I may have to start and stop the video a couple of times to keep my camera from overheating, but I do have everything on except the AC. And it is a rear lounge floor plan. And like I said, it is as close to new condition as you're ever going to find in a used RV in any year model. Spare tire on the back, 30 amp electrical service. Still got Tennessee tag on it. I do have the doors open again, just trying to get everything aired out as much as I can. And one thing you're going to notice, they didn't realize how bad they got screwed on this thing when they bought it new, until, like most people, after they bought it and got their payoff from the bank, they removed the name of the dealer they bought it from everywhere in this coach, just to prove a point. So that's pretty bad, guys. That's pretty bad. But I don't know how those people, but it's a big corporate dealer rip-off world, y'all can imagine. Like I said, they negotiated the price down from MSRP, but wound up paying several $1,000s over MSRP for extra services that they never even used, and just basically threw away $10,000 in fees and services that they never, just basically took $10,000 cash out of their pocket and just set it on fire and watched it burn. That's the equivalent of what they did. Well, you always say no to upsells. Always. You ain't got to worry about them here. Their loss is your gain. I've got it for $25,900. And like I said, this thing is a beautiful, beautiful camper. Only way, and now they start at $42,900, because, you know, new RV prices since the pandemic have skyrocketed. And then again, you're going to pay another $10,000, $12,000 in fees and upsells on top of that. So guarantee you, by the time you buy a 2022 J-Feather, the equivalent of this, whatever the new floor plan is, you're going to have $55,000 invested in it. It does have the Glacier package for an extended season. And guys, this thing is beautiful. Look interior of this thing. It's actually not too bad in here. I've got the fan on the AC, just not the compressor. And I've got all the vent fans on. So it's actually not bad at all. It's nice and roomy in here. The colors are light. Television is all in here. Floor looks great. You've got sleeper sofa, no flaking furniture in here. Table booth makes a bed. 2 recliners in the back. Fantastic vent fan, which I've got on. Now, those things can do wonders. I don't know if that's factory or not, but hey, it's extra storage. I guess you'd call that storage shelves. Geometry shelf, we'll just call it that. Countertop looks great. You got your cutting board, sink cover, then your dish drying racks, sink cover, LED lights. Because this was built right before the pandemic, it's actually got a RV 2-way refrigerator freezer instead of a 12-volt. So this can run off of 110 or propane instead of just straight 12-volt. You got a 3-burner stove top and an oven. Make sure, yeah, oven. This is a microwave. LED lights. 15,000 BTU roof air. Probably a 32-inch TV, Purian's Bluetooth stereo. And this can sleep 6, guys, because your table booth makes a bed. Books and manuals are in here. Your sofa makes a bed. We're going to walk toward the front. I love the floor in here. Bathroom. Vent fan, again, which I've got on. You do have an RV toilet. Not bad storage in here. I do like a rear lounge and a rear kitchen in a travel trailer. Yeah, I know you don't have bunks, but if you don't need bunks, you get a lot more storage space, a lot more living space. And just, I know they're older floor plans. In other words, they've been around a long time, but just because it's an older design doesn't mean it's not efficient. Because this is something that you can spend a long period of time in. And like I said, they told me specifically, they've used this thing 6 times since it was brand new. Stickers still on the shower, looks great. No smoke or pet odor. Skylight looks great. Literally as close to new as a used RV gets. Still got the Jayco throw pillow in there. Enjoy the journey. Storage underneath the bed. Another vent fan in here. Outside, there's your door. Even though your main door is going to be the one in the living area, that's just pretty much an escape door. Little closet area, not bad. It's a big old camper for under 6,000 pounds. Really is. Staying here where there's the most ventilation, where it's actually tolerable. I mean, I'm not going to say it's, you know, put your winter jacket on in here, by no means, but it's tolerable in here with no AC. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in here all day without it, but I guess it's all what you're used to. I mean, here it's 90 degrees outside with a heat index of 95 right now, so it's pretty warm. But the thing is, guys, it's way under book. You know, current NADA is $29,000 and change. I've got it for $25,900. And these things online are still well over $30,000 in a 2020, according to RV Trader. As a matter of fact, in about 24 to 36 hours from now, when this thing hits RV Trader, it will be the lowest price 2020 27 RL J Feather by several $1,000s on there. I think there's 11 of them on there. This will be the lowest price. As a matter of fact, this 2020 has got a lower price than 2018 models listed on RV Trader. So which one do you think people are going to look at? They're going to look at the lower priced one first. And you think they're going to look at a 2018 that's $2,000 more than a 2020, and a 2020 that's only been used 6 times in this good of condition? And the fact that we don't have any fees. You know, you go to these other dealers, even on the used campers, they're going to try to add all these fees, all these upsells. That's going to drive that price up. You know, it's not modern RV buying from dealerships isn't just about the price anymore. I mean, yeah, it's about the price, but y'all don't realize is how much extra they get out of you in upsells and fees. Here, guys, we keep things easy, simple, and done. $25,900 plus applicable sales tax. That's it. There's no extended warranties, no gap insurance, no tire and wheel protection packages, no gap insurance, none of that stuff. If you need any of that, buy that after you buy the camper away from us, because we're not going to sell anything that we know is a ripoff. And all those things are, not only are they overpriced, but the reason other dealers push them because they've got it marked up 4 times dealer cost. So if you feel like you absolutely just want to throw your money away and buy those services, at least buy them away from the dealership for a fraction of the cost. Basically what they'll do is, like a travel trailer warranty costs a dealer about $800. They're going to sell you, they're going to buy that warranty for $800, resell it to you for about $3,000 to $4,000, and keep the profit. And the bad thing is, whether you pay whether you buy it for yourself for $800 away from the dealership, or pay the dealer $4,000 for that warranty, when you need it, chances are they're not going to pay the claim. They're going to do everything they can to keep from paying the claim. So you're throwing your money away. So what I recommend doing is always say no to them, guys. I'm going to let my camera rest for just a minute, guys. I've got a warning. Hang on one second. Alright, guys, sorry about that. My camera overheats, so I'm going to try to hold it as much still as possible, because I really got no way of cooling it off. What I was getting at, guys, those services are not worth the paper they're written on. So whether you buy them for the lower price or the higher price, they're still not going to pay out. So save your money and put that money toward any kind of future repairs you may need. And I mean, if you just want to blow it, then by all means buy it. But like I said, it's not worth the money. It's not worth, why spend more money than you have to? So this particular unit, guys, is $25,900 haggle-free firm, and that also includes, not only is it one of the lowest priced, if not the lowest priced 2020 27 RL J Feather for sale on the market today, but it also includes our major systems inspection by Parkway RV Center, which is way more than most dealers do with used RVs. We do a major systems inspection, which we make sure the major systems work, and if we find a problem, we fix it on the major systems before you pick it up. We inspect the refrigerator and freezer, make sure it gets to operating temperature. We check the slide out, make sure it works correctly. We check the roof AC, make sure it works correctly. The plumbing systems, which includes the faucets, spigots, we check for plumbing leaks. We check the water pump. We also check the steps and the tongue jack. All that's included for that $25,900 price. Everything else, of course, sold as is. Works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's up to you to come out and inspect the unit for yourself, or hire a third-party inspector to do it for you. I really don't think there's going to be any issues with this one. This thing is just too new, too well cared for to have any issues. But again, I haven't checked this, obviously I can't guarantee that. That's just my personal opinion. But I mean, I would at least come out and inspect it myself. I can move it somewhere. If you let your salesperson know you want to come inspect it, we will move it somewhere where we can hook shore power to it, or hook a bigger generator so you can operate the AC and everything else. But now, the only thing we will repair if it doesn't work are the major systems that can ruin your camping trip. We leave the Mickey Mouse stuff to you. Whichever light bulb in this thing works, but let's just say one of them didn't, then obviously that would be up to you to fix that or not fix it. That's not going to ruin your trip. Or I don't know, the TV worked, I turned it on earlier, but let's say TV didn't work. That's not going to ruin your trip. But if it didn't work, that'd be up to you to go spend, $100 or $150 on a TV or not for a new TV. I mean, that's Mickey Mouse stuff, guys. We take care of the major stuff. The refrigerator can ruin a trip. Slide out not working can ruin a trip. Air conditioner not working can ruin a trip. That's the stuff we care about. A plumbing leak can ruin a trip. A water heater not working can ruin a trip. That's the stuff that we concentrate on repairing if it doesn't work. We leave the little stuff to you. And if you want one, if you like I said, if you want to go out and spend 50 grand, buy a brand new one, I'm sure they'll check everything on it. It'll come with a 1-year factory warranty. But guys, this thing's half price of a new one, especially by the time you pay fees and upsells. Half price. Use 6 times. Come get it while it lasts. 706-965-7929. Please call before coming to look to make sure it is available. We offer delivery service, local or long distance. It is $2 a mile one way, or if it's easier for you to figure it out, $1 a mile round trip. We offer financing with approved credit and down payment, no dealer interest rate markup. So we can save you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars or more on financing, because other dealerships have got agreement worked out with the lenders they go through where they can mark the interest rates up over what the banks approve you for, costing you, I mean, it may only be $15 or $20 a month more in higher payments because they marked the rate up, but you figure that over 120, 144 month loan, that's a huge chunk of change, guys. That could be thousands of dollars. And then they're adding all the upsells and financing in with the loan too. That's a double whammy. That's your hard-earned money getting flushed down the toilet, and the dealer, collecting all that. And you're overpaying for financing, you're overpaying for the camper, you're overpaying for services that aren't worth the paper they're written on. That's how these guys make money. You really didn't think these big corporate dealers sponsor NASCAR races and college football games and have stadiums named after them and do all that for free, do you? No, everybody that buys RVs from them has to pay for all that stuff by paying more for the RVs and the campers they buy. All that marketing cost and all that multi-million-dollar showroom and thousands and thousands of employees. They don't. You think they pay for that stuff? No. They pay for it initially, but they get it back from everybody that buys a camper from them. They wind up paying thousands more. So remember, that price you see online, I guarantee you can't just walk in and pay that price and leave with a camper. I promise you can't. No way, no how. Even if you took sales tax out of the equation, you're not going to. They're going to have fees and upsells. They're pretty much going to force you to buy the upsells, guys. They'll pretty much force you. And remember, none of those items are dealership exclusive. They'll tell you they are, but they're not. Do your homework. Save money, guys. Don't get ripped off. Best thing to do, stick with independent mom and pop dealers like us. I prefer you buy from us, but if you don't, at least find some independent dealers away from the franchise dealers and the corporate dealers. And yes, guys, there is a big dealership chain out there that claims they're family dealers, but they're corporate. They just claim they are, but they're not. So keep that in mind. And don't buy new, especially if it's your first one. Let somebody else lose the money. I mean, my gosh. 6 times they use this thing, and it cost them almost $20,000 for 6 camping trips and depreciation and all those upsells and fees. It's not worth it. $25.9 haggle-free firm. Don't care how you pay for it. Give us a call if you're interested. 706-965-7929. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go in and cool off. And come out and visit with us. Got a great selection of used travel trailers. More on the way. And look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks again. And look forward to seeing you soon.